has finally turned. Adam Flaky Green has appeared and debated Owen Schroyer and done an excellent job. Excellent job. I was watching it saying, oh God, oh God, oh God, don't fuck this up. He addressed everything, just about, a few things. But he got the main points in about China, the Belt and Road, and it's quite clear he's going to be a regular guest. Thank you to the people that sent me the link. He's going to be a regular guest on Owen Schroyer. This is huge. It's huge. I have never said Adam Flaky Green was some agent. The reason I fell out was I said, I don't want to work with him, but I'll appear on his show. And everyone said, no, we're going to work with him. I said, I don't trust him. He's flaky. He's like a Labrador puppy with a waggy tail. Yeah, let's go here. Let's hang out with this person. And he did. He hung out with Patrick Little and said, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. You and Handsome Truth. And at GDL, hanging with Patrick Little, the obvious ADL informant pedo scumbag, FBI. Anyway, you've redeemed yourself, Adam. You've redeemed yourself, man, because this is so big. And I'm personally relieved. Thank God it's going to break. Pumpkinhead can't ignore this anymore. And I thank the arch-communist infiltrator, John Wilson, for teaching me, don't try to destroy your opposition, co-opt them. We've co-opted Alex Jones, and we now have a direct line into millions and millions and millions of Americans. This is huge news. It's huge. Let's watch a little bit. This beautiful bastard. I give him a kiss, but I'm just not that way inclined.
WorldNet Daily, hardcore Zionist, a proud Zionist.
Where's the best bit? Where's the best bit?
I'm just telling you, dude, you're looking at the wrong people. All the people you just named have nothing to do with some big Zionist Israel movement.
Okay, well, stop saying you don't know and have the guests on that are covering this information. That's what people mean by gatekeeping. You're not having the expert.
Dude, I'm trying to get real information out. Not sit here and say, hey, look at all the Zionists right here.
Okay, well, you can go to my channel and look at my playlist, Zionist Expose. All the info warriors out there realize I was on your side a few years ago. Look at the information on my channel with an open mind, and I think you'll be coming to the same conclusions. I want to talk, last time I wanted to talk about, you guys are always fear-mongering about China. China's taking over Silicon Valley. They're taking over Hollywood. They run the United States. But you never talk about Israel's close relationship with China.
Yes!
This new Belt and Road Initiative. It's the new...
Yes! Yes! It's been worth it. 10 years of shit just for this moment.
New Silk Road. It's going to be the new economy. And Israel and all of Israel's advanced technology, they're running Silicon Valley, not China. All of the Silicon Valley companies are working with the ADL and the PLC pro-Israel, and they all have their R&D centers over in Israel. Netanyahu was bragging at APEC last year that all the companies are moving to Israel and we're getting all the contracts. Israel and technology, they're going to dominate the world. And Netanyahu knows that the future is technology. They're going to be in charge of all the online transactions, cybersecurity, all the chips from Intel and Qualcomm, and all the cell phones being made over there. Israel is going to have the key to the world of the advanced technology. And
That's all you have to do, Adam. Brilliant job. Go and watch it yourselves. The links are below. I had to I was crying. I was going, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. Now he's going to be a regular on this. We've co-opted the Alex Jones empire. So I'm going to start being nice now. I'm not going to call for him to be shot as he drives into his driveway. Just kidding. But he was being that treacherous. It had to be done. Let's just hope we can see a change now. Owen Schroyer, dude, just do your job, dude. Just do your job, Owen Schroyer. You can't ignore this information any longer. I don't care what your reasons are. Have him on. He's done an excellent job. To guys, Joseph, John Swin, well done. Bridget and Binky Clowner from Liberty Forum days. It's a blast from the past because that was the place. It made me. It educated me. Liberty Forum. That's Fitzpatrick Informer. Thank you to a whole host of people. Some are conservative, some are liberal, some are left wing, some are hardcore right wings. Thank you to the intelligent National Socialists who have supported me for a long time. These are intelligent people who don't want to kill black people. All right, we don't agree, but the great thing is we can agree to disagree with intelligent, non-violent people. But we can't have debates with people who are obviously affiliated with all sorts of people. We just can't do it. We've got to preach peace. We've got to preach public order, the good order and management of a country, not China-like, all right? And you've got to preach the fact that Bibi's final goal, Greater Israel and War, is also to flood Greater Israel with white American Jews with high-level qualifications. Do not allow yourself to be sucked into hating Jews. Most of them don't even identify as Jewish. Grandpa once went to a synagogue in the Ukraine 40 years ago. All right, a lot of people just identify as Jewish because you get the benefits. I know them well. It's good. There can be peace. Whatever Bible prophecy is, whatever Bible prophecy says, all I know is I am reporting a crime. That's all I'm doing. I'm reporting a crime. And if this was a rape, you wouldn't sit there and go, oh, sure, it's a rape. Excellent. Things are degenerating. Jesus is coming. Would you? No, you fight. You fight. You maintain order. You maintain the economy. It's why there has got to be some form of, whether it's coup, or there has to be a very public outing, and arrests need to start. We don't want sail trimming. We don't want Sheldon Adelson and the crowd getting away with this. We want real change. All of us I've been at this 20 years. We stand on the shoulders of giants. We stand on the shoulders of giants. And I was like everyone else. All right. But Jews, Christians, and Muslims can sit by the seaside in Gaza and have a latte. They can do that. But there's no place for the ultra-Orthodox. None. The Orthodox might be savable, but the ultra-Orthodox are lunatics. They need to go into FEMA camps. They're crazy. They're completely insane. Completely. Chabad Lubavitch. And he raised everything. Adam, you did a brilliant job, man. Brilliant job. Stay flaky, stay edgy, stay cold. Go and watch it. The link is below. This is huge news. I've got to go see Malaysian immigration. And also to Joseph, glad to see you've taken the website down. I've saved it. And glad to see you've removed yourself from the web. That's why I've been sitting here going, I'm going to release the video. So to give you a chance to listen, Joseph, your uncle and your relationships are noted by Benjamin Netanyahu. They're noted by Israel. And that's why we're seeing this article, which I'm going to go over when I come back. Israel will have to choose between America and China, and they go over the entire issues. Of course, it's all garbage. It's just sail trimming for now, but we'll see what happens. But I believe this is part of a larger, this interview is part of a larger statement. Don't laugh at Alex Jones, all right? He's working at the highest levels of you know what. But I will tell you this, a lot of the people we don't like don't know, but no fucking excuses anymore. So thank you to all those people. Thank you to the people who've donated. You know who you are. Please forgive me my brains out. I'm just so happy. I have to go see Malaysian immigration, get an extension because I have to work with my lawyer, of course. There's been things going on behind the scenes. I've been working hard getting material on the public record to the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, which is a version of the Australian State Department. That's the Australian Foreign Office. I've, of course, been using Joseph's uncle for leverage. You're going to find out who Joseph's uncle is. Joseph's a great guy. I really like him, but I have a few problems. But hopefully we can co-opt certain people who are not evil. They're not evil at the highest levels. A lot of them don't know. They're busy running huge corporations, getting tapped for Secretary of Defense and stuff like that. But I am going to and your cousin as well. I'm sorry, Joseph, it's bigger than you, dude. And I've had to put up with so much shit because of this association behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. It's time, man. People have got to stand up. I've lost a sister at least, and at least 4 other people have suspiciously died. It's time for everyone to put some time in, including huge, big corporate CEOs affiliated with the highest levels of the US government. It's time. It's time. If there's a problem, I don't know, send me a letter via FedEx or something, 4-day delivery. Okay, whatever, but this needs to be outed. So I'm going to watch for a couple of days. I'm going to keep editing the video before I make a final decision. But Joseph, you've told this about everyone anyway, even Ryan Dawson. One thing I'm critical about him, you brought up Ryan Dawson. Now, he has done good stuff on 9/11, obviously. The guy's also a freaking compulsive liar. Be very cautious of him. Remember, he's done nothing but poo-poo this all this high technology stuff. He's poo-pooed it non-stop. These people would rather appear on Russia Today and Iran Press TV than tell the truth. Just remember that, Adam. I'm not your boss. I can't tell you what to do, but I've got skin in the game and I know what works. And what doesn't work is hanging around with white nationalist idiots. And that's why I don't have any comments, because I'm landing at LAX in the next 2 to 3 months with Dianne Feinstein's, that's Senator Dianne Feinstein's ex-lawyer. And in my asylum application, there's going to be many things, one of which includes Joseph's website, which I've saved to PDF, which includes securing our interests and his uncle and who his auntie is. And I'm in for. And Jeremy, don't say, oh, well, why wouldn't he know? Because Joseph said, oh, my uncle doesn't know. Your uncle, dude, is affiliated at the highest levels of the US intelligence community. The highest levels, whether you know it or not, dude. He freaking knows. Benjamin Netanyahu knows who your uncle is. I assure you, Donald Trump's advisors, Trump wouldn't know anything, but his advisors do. I'm being monitored on a daily basis. They monitor me full-time with a full-time staff. Trust me. Trust me. This is great news. Well done, Adam. Coming up for me is I've got a bunch of stuff to do. I have to, if you want to see what I wrote about in terms of China, I was talking about this, go to my blog, which is isolate.preserve.blogspot.com, and you can get my High Court synopsis. You can read it. This is me, what I was writing about years ago. All this stuff we're seeing come out now. So, slap on the back for me. It's been a long 10-year struggle. I've had my bones broken by gangsters. Guy like this, Troy McCanty, his boss organised my beating in jail with corrupt prison officers. This guy's, you're going to be hearing more about him. You're going to be hearing more about, he's just out of jail after beating his de facto half to death. Protected, high-level Freemason, father high-level Freemason, shoe people, bringing in shipping containers from China. And his association with Anton Billis, this guy turned through Dominic Sunjic, who disappeared the shooting tapes, CCTV tapes of him at Metropolis shooting another gangster and being stabbed. Dominic Sunjic, he took $300,000 from Troy McCanty, gave it to Anton Billis, who has 3 of the richest gold mines in the world, turned it into $5 million. Anton Billis, of course, this is the shit that's been going on you don't know about. It's a massive scandal. I took these people on in jail. They were getting drugs in, going, look at these black junkie cunts, for the native Australian prisoners, and watching them scramble for Subutex. And I called him a racist cunt. That's Stephen Wallace. They organised my beating in jail with Liam Cashman. It's all in my asylum application with Dianne Feinstein's ex-lawyer in California, with Uncle Joseph's uncle you're going to hear about soon. Highest levels of the US establishment. Highest levels, you have no idea. Wait for it. And here's Anton Billis, a fraudster, 7 years in jail, owning 3 of the richest gold mines in Australia, $300 million in the Perth Mint in a scam. A huge scam, hanging with this is the most notorious organised criminal in Australia, Troy McCanty. He's a private school kid, all right, doesn't wear beards, rides his Harley once a year, drives Ferraris, and doesn't have a beard. He's the new private school kid. Now wait for that stuff to come out. Wait for that. So you've seen, and to Anton Billis and your friends, you might want to understand just who Adam Green and No More News is, and you might want to understand who Owen Schroyer is, and you might want to understand who Alex Jones is, because they interviewed Donald Trump. Joseph's uncle had dinner with Donald Trump in August of 2018. Let's quickly watch one thing that was missed, but it's okay. This is what Alex Jones and Infowars used to talk about. To Anton Billis and your crew, as you threaten certain people, I assure you, you don't realise the shit you're in. I suggest you stay in South Africa with your South African, Jewish, Israeli friends. I suggest you stay there and play with your one testicle you have left. Here is Dr. Steve Pachenik, one of the biggest insider operators of the Pentagon, saying that Israel did 9/11. This is what Alex Jones used to talk about.
So within a year before the time when he came to power, as I was asked to come into the Pentagon, to the Office of Low Intensity Conflict, I began to see the CIA civilians totally take over the Pentagon. It was an amazing feat. And I went to one of the senior officials who was a civilian, as well as another general, and said, you are now being infiltrated by the CIA. You are going to be involved in some kind of dirty trick, which I suspect will be a stand down and a false flag.
I could see the pre-programming, just to interrupt. They were on the news going, we're going to be attacked. When we're attacked, we're going to take your rights. I saw the Hart-Rubin Commission a year before say that. I saw the PNAC document about a Pearl Harbor event so they could take over. I mean, you saw the telegraphing, but from the inside. Please continue.
So it was clear to me who would be involved. It would be Paul Wolfowitz. It would be Walter Yako. It will be Zalman Khalilzad. All of these people whom I'd worked with, Richard Pearl, Dov Zugheim, who's a rabbi I didn't know but I didn't like, Elliot Abrams, who I almost killed in another iteration. He knew I was going after him on the Panama thing. And when it occurred, I knew immediately that this was a stand-down false flag because Israeli operatives immediately called me up and said the planes had attacked the towers and they were collapsing. And I said there is no precedence in the history of any building where a plane has crashed and collapsed the building. And immediately they said, within minutes of the time, I said, this is a false flag. Oh, you must be an Arabist. And I said, now I know who's involved. So it was Israel. I knew the Pakistani senior intelligence officer was coming here because I was forewarned by one of his predecessors, Yaqub Khan, that the Pakistani generals were involved in a potential coup. I was forewarned that the Saudis would be involved. I knew that the Israelis would be involved because they had people like Michael Chertoff, who should have been indicted because he has double citizenship.
Remember when he used to be relevant?
And was in charge of Homeland Security along with Richard Pearl and others whose loyalty have never been to the United States. Unfortunately, these American Jews whose loyalty is to Israel have never served the American government, never been in the American military, but are more than happy to serve
Panic
the
stations.
Israeli military, as Zav Daigheim has done, as Rami Emanuel, and that
Steve
whole
Pachinik.
family, both on the Republican.
He's just mentioned Dov Zakheim. For those that don't know, Rabbi Dov Zakheim managed to disappear $3 trillion out of the Pentagon budget. It was announced on September the 10th, 2001. And what happened the next day? Yes. Also remember the day after, China was admitted to the World Trade Organization after 9/11. This is why Alexander Dugin said 9/11 was a great thing for Russia. Russia, China, and Israel working together, securing our interests, had it all. They're now taken down, but that's okay. We'll have to talk about that, and I've saved the whole thing to PDF, the entire website. So I've collected and kept nearly the whole thing. Hopefully it'll go back up under a different domain name. As I said to Joseph, dude, your name's all over it. Stop worrying about people finding out who you are. You put your name everywhere. The big people know who you are. The Canary Mission knows who you are. And of course he talks, Rabbi Dov Zakheim was the 2IC in charge of Edward Snowden at Booz Allen Hamilton. He talks about Michael Chertoff, dual national Israeli citizen. He talked about Rami Emanuel, dual national Israeli citizen, Israeli Defense Force, not the American Defense Force, Israeli Defense Force. Rami Emanuel's father or grandfather was Mossad. His mother is Mossad, one of them. Let's just keep going. This is the only thing. This is when Alex Jones was slightly relevant in the lead up to the election.
And Democratic side.
Sure.
So,
Steve Pachinik, we got to go to break. StevePachinik.com. Folks, you're hearing it from somebody inside the system. He's going to tell you, okay, and just let the chips fall where they may, because it's all going to come out anyways, okay? And just let the chips fall where they may, because it's all going to come out anyways, Just get ready. Stay with us.
Yeah, get ready. We're still waiting. We hope so, Alex. That was 2 years ago. There you go. Now, let me start recording. I didn't record the whole thing, but this is so when I press stop. Well done, Adam, Joseph, and everyone. Well done. I'm glad to see you've removed your identifying information, Joseph. Just please put it back up under another domain. You can even use my credit card, assuming there's money on it. I'm about to press stop. Let's make sure it works, because the last few times it's been crashing. Let's see. Here we go. I hope this works. Well done, Adam. Thank you, everybody. Let's keep up the great work. Let's make sure, Adam, as you get on Alex Jones, that keep to the truth. There's now nowhere really where you can find at the moment. Securing Our Interests had all the information, but we're going to have to remedy that at some stage. And you're going to hear about Joseph's uncle, who had a dinner with Donald Trump in August of this year. Highest levels. And then you'll go begin to click. Oh, I see. And this is why O'Connell's having a fit. All right, let's stop and let's see if it works. Well done, Adam Green. Give him a hand.